Let me ask you a question. Would you rather be admired or trusted? And before you answer that question, have a think about the times you've both excelled in life and work and also when you failed. What type of environment did you perform at your best? And what type of environment did you perform at your worst? Now, I don't know about you, but I've always performed at my best when my talents were encouraged and my efforts were both supported and appreciated by others. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Your team are the same. Let's face it, it's human nature that we want to be inspired, we want to feel valued. Hi there, I'm Linda Murray, founder of Athena Leadership Academy, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the what and why of a culture of psychological safety, and why that's so important in creating high-performing, collaborative and creative teams, whether you're in the office or working remotely or in a hybrid working team. So when it comes to creating a high-performing team, it takes more than just assembling a group of talented and highly skilled people. While that does help, obviously, first you need to build trust. And to do that, you need to create a culture of psychological safety. If you've had a look at Google's study called Project Aristotle, you'll know that the results showed that psychological safety is the #1 contributing factor to effective teams. And if you haven't heard about Project Aristotle before, I've popped some more information in the comments below. You see, psychological safety is all about feeling safe within your team, to take risks and to speak up when you need to. It's about trusting that everyone in the team will back each other up and you won't be judged or punished even when you make a mistake. It makes sense, right? If you know it's okay to take a risk, why wouldn't you try something new and stand out above the rest, both personally and for the organisation? And we all know that when we try something new, that's where exciting discoveries get made. The reason why psychological safety has such a dramatic effect on team collaboration and effectiveness comes down to the way that the human brain has developed over time. So when we feel safe and secure, our brain releases neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin, which underlie our feelings of happiness and relaxation. And when we're happy and relaxed, we can tap into the creative side of our brains and discover new ideas and solve problems. So when we trust others, it's easier to collaborate, which also increases effectiveness. However, when we don't trust them, our brain releases cortisol, or your stress hormone, basically. And this pushes up our fear levels. And we expect to be reprimanded or ostracized for making a mistake or stepping out of line. In a culture of fear, everyone suffers. Morale is low, information bottlenecks, and performance tends to drop. So it's simple maths, really. Trust equals high-performing teams. Now, I've worked with loads of thriving teams over the years, and they all have a culture of psychological safety. So how is your team working at the moment? More to the point, how do you feel at work at the moment? Now, at the start of this video, I asked you to think about times when you've performed at your best and when you've performed at your worst. So could the difference lie in the environment that you're working in? Make no mistake, as a leader and as a member of a team, it's your job to create a culture of psychological safety, and you need to be trusted in your role. Sadly, it won't just happen all by itself. You might get along with your team really well and trust each other. But if that trust stops when someone else steps in, or if a member of your team leaves, your team will never achieve what it's capable of. It's all very well to be admired, but to me, that just means that you're out of reach. You put yourself up on a pedestal. So watch out for my next video where I'll look at the one thing that each of the 5 key elements of psychological safety really needs. And when it comes to building a culture of psychological safety and building more trust in your teams, it's a really important key to know. So until then, pay attention to your team dynamics. That will show you where the trust lies and maybe where it's missing. And if you're looking for some guidance around leading your team and your organisation, feel free to reach out to me, send me a message. You don't have to do this alone. So until next time, here's to your success.